What's up guys, Alex here, GuitarForce.com. So in today's video I'm going to show you part of the lesson on how to play Sweet Home Chicago, covered by Eric Clapton. And this was requested and supported by Kevin, so huge thanks goes out to him for the support. In this part we're going to take a look at the intro of the song and also the first chorus, the 12-bar blues. The rest of the song, the complete lesson, including the two solos and all of the other parts, is available at GuitarForce.com. You can find the link in the description box down below, and it includes the lesson, all of the tabs in PDF format, the backing track, and also the full playthrough of the song, which I'm gonna also post to my other channel. So if you're interested, you can find the link in the description box down below as well. For the sound, I was using the VST plugin Guitar Rig. I'm gonna show you the preset in just a moment. And we're going to be in standard tuning, so while you are checking out the picture of the preset, here is my low E, so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright, so we're going to break up the song into parts. We're going to start off with the intro. First I'm going to play through, then we're going to break it down. So it goes like this. Alright, so this part starts off with a quick slide or a hammer-on, almost like a grace note, into the E note on the G string, 9th fret, and then you add the low E string, open to ring out, and then we sort of like cut off the whole phrase with an upstroke with the higher strings open, so we have. Then we have the next phrase, which is, so here we just go down the E minor pentatonic scale. So again we have the grace note or the hammer-on to the 9th fret, then we go to the 7th fret on the G string, then we have a quick slide to the 7 on the D string, then 5th fret with a slide bend. Then we have 7th fret on A string, and then we have the low E string open, let it ring out, and then again we cut off with the higher strings open, just a quick hit of the strings. Then we have a rest, a pause, and then we have, so this triad on the first 3 strings, 7th fret, slide up to the 9, then back to the 7th fret. Let it ring out, and then we have a slide out from around 12th fret or something like that on the low E string. Then the next part, so these two notes, 8th fret on the B going to the 9 on the G, and we stay on it for the whole bar, add some vibrato, and in the end you can slide out. Then back to the same 2 notes, so we play it 2 times. The first time, let it ring out a little bit, then again repeat, and then quickly go again into the slide on the D string. So just like we did previously, sliding into the 7th fret on the D, then the 5th fret with the slide bend, 7 on A, low E string open, again cut it off with the higher strings, and then do it one more time. So we have 2 of these here, and then we have again the slide. So same thing, 7th fret to 9 back to 7 on the first 3 strings, and then again we have adding the higher string, so we hit it just twice, like that. Then we go for the turnaround, and we have, so here just going on the A string, open 1 2, open 1 2, open. Let's ring out the A string open, and then again add the higher strings open to cut off the phrase. Then we have again the open strings as sort of like a passing notes. Before we go into this phrase, so here the phrase is going slowly, it's going to go like this. So sliding into the 6th fret on the G string, then we go to the 5th fret on the B. We play between these two notes. Then we have 7, 6, 5 on the high E, 8 on the B string, 5 on high E, and with the slide bend here. Then we're back to the B string, 8 to 5, little rest, and then pick that note again. Like that. And then for the very ending we have, so here just playing the low E string open. And by the way, I forgot to mention in the beginning, the whole thing is played with the swing fill. So it's not straight 8 notes, but it's the first note is longer, the second is shorter. We're going to get into the rhythm part later on, but it still applies to the notes that we play here. So in the end, when we have, you know, again, you're using the swing fill here. So 2 low E's open. Then we go just simply on the A string. So 5, 4, 3, 2. And we hit each of the notes twice, and also there are a couple of ways how you can play this. So one way is you can play, you know, the major 6 here, like that. Or what Eric does is he's adding the high E string as well. So he would play, and not all the time, but he would play. So every first note that you hit, you play with the high E string open. And then when you get to the B chord, you know, you just play random rhythmical figure here. So he just sort of, you know, picks the strings. So that's the part for the intro. I'm gonna play it one more time. The whole thing is gonna go like this. Alright, so after the intro part we go into the chorus, and we play chorus twice, and it's pretty straightforward, kind of a 12-bar blues where we play with the you know, the typical blues rhythm part where we have. So just playing that rhythm. And we're using the swing fill again, like I said in the beginning, before that. So the same thing applies here. Nothing too complicated here. In the chorus, the structure of the song goes like this. So we start in E for 1 bar, and then we go to the A, back to the E. Now here there are a couple of fills that Eric is playing, and I'm going to explain them in a moment, but just wanted to outline the structure. So, you know, typical 1, 4, 1, and then we go to the 4th chord, so to the A for 2 bars. And you know, you can use like different variations, because there are 2 guitars playing there. You can hear some of the different sounds. So not just strictly, you know, you can do. So just going to that 7th of the chord. But if you want to stick to Eric's playing, you know, his playing is very simple, because he's singing probably, so it's easier for him to do it like that. So he just plays sort of like, you know, just a straightforward swing feel, 12-bar blues. Like I said, there are a couple of fills that he's using, and he's playing them randomly. So we're gonna get into that, and yeah, so after that we go into the turnaround. You know, nothing too complicated here, so he's just playing the chord, kind of breaking it up. You know, using some open strings as passing notes before going to the next chord. Then we're back to the A. Again, kind of open strings, and then we're back to the ending. And again, for the B, the last chord, just random picking the strings. All right, that's the whole thing. All right, so now I'm gonna play it through, and I'm gonna play it with the fills, and I'm gonna explain them how to play them. So it goes like this. Alright, so here we have the first fill. So we play in the key of E, on the E chord. Then we go to the A. Then we're back to the E. So here we play in E, and in the end, after you've played, you let it ring out a little bit, and then you add. So here what we have, it's a double stop on the second fret on the D and the G strings, and then so you hit it twice, and then you go to. So it's a grace note, quickly hammering onto the first fret on the G string from the open string, and then you pick high E, and then the low E, and then you are back to the rhythm fill, to the rhythm part. So, so let me back up a little bit and just play this bit slowly. It's gonna go like this. Now, if you catch some other strings while playing this fill, like for example, you know, just adding the double stop here, that's totally fine, because it's based on the chord anyway. So that's the first variation. Then after that we go to the A, and we just play straight here, you know, the swing fill. And you will see in the tablature that I've put two variations there. But keep in mind that he's using variation number 1, this one, in the first run of the chorus twice. So, and throughout the song, when he's playing these parts, you know, he's playing the first variation more often than the other ones. But I've put the other variations as well, so you can have different things to play, different fills. All right. So now we're going to get into the second variation. Let me play it through first, and then we're going to break it down. So it goes like this. Alright, so here when we get to the A chord, so we played for bar and a half, and in the second bar when we play, so you play this part and then you hit the G string open, and then we have, so it's open A string twice, and then you hammer onto the second fret, and then you have the open strings as passing notes. So, and then we're back to the E, and here we have in the end of the bar, we have just this 2 to 4 on the A string, hammer on, and then playing the second fret on the D string, and then we're back to the E. So, we go for the turnaround like I mentioned before, so the B7 chord. Back to the A, and then we have the turnaround. Alright, so that's pretty much it regarding the variations and the chorus, the structure of it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the chorus once, and I'm going to play both of the variations in that part, but like I said before, just keep in mind that he varies these fills during all of the parts, okay, and also during the chorus. So, alright, let's go for the playthrough. It's going to go like this. Alright guys, so that was it for this part. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to continue learning the whole song, check out the link in the description box down below. Thank you very much for watching. Comment, share, subscribe if you are new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.